problem of the cliff Orvieto, I mean the stability. During the centuries, the cliff Orvieto has lost part of it. That's why about 30 years ago, people started some restoration works. These works arrived inside this cave in 1996, so 10 years ago more or less. People found that these two pillars made of pozzolana too thin, too tiny to support the ceiling, so they made some injections of cement inside. They covered them with a layer of cement and with another layer of tufa, bricks of tufa. That's why nowadays they are so different from the others, okay? Instead, you have to imagine that while the workers of Mr. Giacomini were getting pozzolana inside his cave, they found this Etruscan well. This is an Etruscan well of the 6th century BC, before Christ. And we can say that just because we found all the Etruscan wells full of material, I mean full of bases, ceramics, and roof tails, then we can understand the right age of this well, okay? Well, nowadays, as you can see, it's divided in 3 sections. I mean, the middle part is completely destroyed. Imagine that the first section from the top, from the city, until there, is about 15 meters. The middle one, 5 meters, and the section under your feet is about 22 meters. So, in all, 42 meters from the top. But actually, this is not the real depth. And to better understand the real depth of this Etruscan well, it's interesting to compare this well with St. Patrick's well. St. Patrick's well is another important well of Orvieto near the funicular station. It's not an Etruscan well, and it's about 60 meters deep, and you can see the water at the end. If you dig right in this point for 60 meters, you won't find the water, just because we are in the highest part of the cliff, and to reach the layer of clay at the same level, you have to dig about 80-90 meters. So this was the real depth of this well during the Etruscan age, okay? Well, in Orvieto we have found about 40 Etruscan wells, and it's interesting because they have the same features. I mean, they are all rectangular. The long side is 1 meter and 20, and the short one is about 80 centimeters. And they have all the way of the long sides some little niches, some holes that you can see better up to you, okay? Well, these holes are called pedarole. It's an Italian word that comes from foot, piede. And they were used like steps, something like footholds that the Etruscans used to climb up after the excavations without any ropes, because they used them like this, with hands and feet, okay? Instead, we don't know exactly how they could breathe inside wells so deep, but we suppose they should have used some bellows. Bellows blew air through tubes, through conduits made of terracotta, ceramic, or leather. Instead, to get water, they should have used common baskets and common ropes, okay? Okay, well, this is the last part of the cave. Even if you can see many galleries more, actually this is the border of the cave. So now we're going out, we're going to see the next cave, the cave number 6. But before going there, I want to recommend you to be careful, because we have to go through a very narrow and short tunnel with 50 steps, actually 54. So once the steps seem to be okay, okay?
So originally this didn't have water in it?
Exactly.
And the bottom 30, 40 meters is just filled in?
80, 90 meters. From the
Sure.
street. Yes,
So it's
exactly.
42 to here, so there was another 50 meters that has been
Exactly.
filled in?
And the depth of the well.
Obviously, all these wells were used just in case of siege. The Etruscans used to get down from the cliff, but in case of siege, they need.
I see. Did they excavate cisterns at the bottom? Are there
Well,
large rooms at the bottom?
from the city, they start to excavate and probably use pigs to excavate. And they dug a small depression, then they dug the other depression. At the same time, they dug the pedarole, the steps. When they were down, they have already the steps to go up.
Yes. But at the bottom, where the water was, did they go sideways to
No,
make a room?
no.
So it's just this size all
Exactly.
the way down?
That was another Etruscan well. We found them like that, full of round piece of bases, or that's
So
why.
this is the side, they just broke
Exactly.
through to the side.
Exactly. And you can see the same features, same shapes, same pedarole. Okay.